Pisces, welcome and welcome back. We're going to get into another reading for you guys, so I hope you're doing well. We're just going to see what's going on, what you need to know. Whatever the messages are, we're just going to let them come out how they come out. Okay, I hope you guys are doing well. As always, thank you so much for your support of the channel. I appreciate it, you guys. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. We're going to see what the messages are. I don't know. I don't have any channel messages for this one. If you guys want to book a reading, the link is below. Shout out to all my subscribers, members, and moderators. Thank you guys so much for being here. Okay. And if you want to take it a step further and support the channel, you can donate through the PayPal or Zelle information below. Let me know in the comments if the reading is resonating, you guys. Thank you to everyone who's contributed or donated to the channel. I appreciate it very much. Okay, we're going to do one more shuffle. Let's see, guardian angels. Ooh, Lord. Archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration, Father, Mother, God, excuse me. For Pisces, what is the message that you have for Pisces at this time, Spirit? What is it that you want them to know? Meditation. Okay. So you could be thinking about a lot of things. You could be meditating on things. You could be trying to make a decision in your thoughts. Okay. Wow. Twin flame. And loneliness. Interesting. The twin flame energy could represent things that you feel connected to, things that you just feel intrinsically drawn to, okay? Subconscious attachments. Okay. You could be thinking about all of the people, places, and things that are no longer in your life or that no longer align with your life. What else? What's the message for Pisces? Music. You could be listening to meditation music. Some of you guys are listening to music and just thinking. Fast movement. I feel like you're trying to be positive. Whatever this is, it's like you're trying to keep your headspace positive. Yeah. Fast movement and anxiety. Something could be moving really quickly, or you could feel stressed out because you need something to move quicker. Some of you guys, fast, up-tempo music stresses you out. You may need to be aware of that. Okay. Or be aware of the music that you listen to because it affects your mood. Okay. There could be certain music that you're listening to that's making you reminisce or go back to a time in your life that the music connects to. One more card for Pisces. Oh my God. Intimacy popped out a little unexpectedly. Nip slip. Don't have a nip slip, Pisces. Okay. Yeah, fast movement again. And daughter. Okay. Some of you, your father could be thinking about you, or you could be thinking about your father. Some of you may have a daughter. You may be thinking about that daughter. Something is moving really quickly, and I feel like you're thinking over time about, like, you're thinking about how things have transpired over time. Jeez. What's been going on? Time is flying. Time flies when you're having fun. Time also flies before we know it. We look up and 10 years have gone by. You could be thinking about your childhood. Some of you have a father figure who is wanting to get closer to you, but they feel like you're always running away or moving away. Or this could be a reading. I don't know. Feel something about that father-daughter energy. What else for Pisces? What is it that you want Pisces to know, Spirit? Distant horizons. A journey, possibly. Also dreams, goals, ambitions. Some of you are thinking about the work that you have to put in order to move forward. Some of you are thinking about how long you've been working on something and how far you've come. I feel like you guys, yeah, child at the bottom and concern. I feel like you guys are... I feel really strongly that you guys are trying to stay positive when it comes to something that you're doing. Some of you may be worried that you're not going to be able to accomplish your goals in this lifetime that you've dreamed of, or you're concerned possibly that you're not going to be able to make your dream come true. And it's got to do with like time. Okay. Like you thought you may have been further along by now, or you thought that certain things would have happened by now. And you could be concerned that they have not happened. But I feel like whatever you're concerned about, I feel like you're trying to release it or not worry about it. Not think about it. Or a spirit is trying to tell you that those things that you're worried about or contemplating aren't really as important as you may think. What else for Pisces? One more card. Oh. Occupation, and it kind of came out in reverse. Okay. Some of you are dreaming of starting a business, or you're thinking about your childhood desires. Like when you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up? That's what I feel like is on your mind. And I feel like you're doing something totally different than that. But it's kind of connected in a way that's not really obvious. It could be obvious. Maybe you're not thinking about it in that way, but like just say you wanted to be a superstar or musician. You may not be doing music, or you may not be a musician, but you're doing something close to it, or you're doing something that's connected to it in a different way. Yeah, unexpected income and gift. All right. So you could be receiving a gift financially or some type of resources. Some of you guys are receiving some unexpected income, but it's not from your business. It could be from a job, or it could be from some other source. If it's a gift, that sounded confusing. It might be a gift. I don't know. But it's not. It says unexpected income. It does. Sudden wealth didn't come out. It says unexpected income. So it's like unexpected income is like you didn't expect to get a tip on top of your normal wages, or you didn't expect to get paid for something that you did work on. But I don't know. It's like you worked on some unexpected income is like you basically working on something and not expecting to get paid, or waiting to get paid and thinking it will never come, and then it comes. Or like a bonus that you get at work. But with the occupation in reverse, I don't know, it's kind of confusing. I'm not sure where this unexpected income is coming from. Could be a family situation, but let's see. What is it that Pisces needs to know? What is the message, Spirit, for Pisces? What is it you're trying to convey to Pisces? Okay. Judgment, Scorpio energy, Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and the Hermit, Virgo. So Scorpio and Virgo, something is moving really slowly. Okay. With the Judgment, Spirit is trying to wake you guys up to something or get you to realize something about your soul, your spirit. The dark blue kind of teal energy and the green feels like it could be like throat chakra, heart chakra. I hesitated with the heart chakra. Even possibly like feelings or emotions. I feel like you're thinking about the pace of something. And either it's moving too quickly or it's moving too slowly. You either want to speed things up or slow things down. It's going to depend on your situation. But you're thinking about the pace at which something is going. I feel like some of you guys are realizing or waking up to the fact that something moving slower actually helped you to learn more, or it helped you to have some type of lesson sink in more deeply to where you're never going to forget it. 2 of Wands at the bottom and the 6 of Wands. That's 8 Wands. So this could be about communication. I feel like you're making a decision to embark upon a new path in your life or to do something different with your life. And you could be thinking about or meditating on what you're going to see when you get there. It's like if you travel, you know, before you take a trip, you think about, oh my God, what is it going to be like to be on this trip? What am I going to see? What am I going to experience? Like you think about all of those things. But you haven't left yet. It's like the night before you take a flight to a destination. You're not there yet, but your mind and your heart and your spirit is there because you are anticipating what's going to come as you travel or once you get there. That's the vibe that I'm getting with this 2 of Wands. I feel like you're very inspired to take action. I feel like you guys are accepting that you can move at your own pace, or you're realizing that you should move at your own pace, that your pace is your pace. There's something about a decision that you're making to like step out possibly into the spotlight, okay? Or step out on faith, okay? What's the Judgment? Ooh, the Devil. Yeah, and that's what I was getting from the Twin Flame energy. 4 of Cups and the Page of Swords, yeah. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like things that you've been through in the past are kind of like tempting you or enticing you into believing that whatever you're going to go into next is going to be the same as what you've had before. But I don't think that's true. It's like your demons are trying to convince you or tempt you into believe, oh, it's just going to be more of the same. You shouldn't even try. You know, nothing's going to change. It's like those forces or thoughts or people are trying to convince you that whatever decision that you're making isn't going to change anything or isn't going to work out. But it feels like that's a lie. The Sun. Interesting. That's all major arcana. 9 of Cups and the World. In order to get what you want, you know that a part of your life has to end, or you just have to let go of something. It could be many things. 9 of Cups and the Sun card is like wish fulfillment, happiness, joy, clarity, being light on your feet. You know that there's some baggage that you have to leave behind, or there could even be like things that you can't take with you, literally, whether this is a trip or a journey. Feels like a journey with the Distant Horizons card. Like if you want to be happy and complete a cycle in your life or end a part of your life that no longer serves you, you have to basically like remove these attachments. What was with the devil card? I forgot just that quick, child. Ain't that some mess? Did I look at the bottom of the deck? I feel like I did. I feel like I did, but maybe I did not. Did I look at the bottom of the deck? Y'all, this is horrible. Maybe it's not important. I don't think I did look at the bottom of the deck. If I did, I totally forgot. Oh, it was the Four of Cups, wasn't it? It was the Four of Cups and the Page of Swords. Yeah, that's what, Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah. You know, in order to have what you want, something has to change. It's like literally discarding of baggage, letting things go. You may feel like your happiness or your joy or your wish fulfillment is attached to something else that's disappointing you. Like, in order to be happy, you must blank. Or in order to be happy, this person needs to blank. In order to get what you want, something needs to happen that you feel like is never going to happen. And I think that Spirit is trying to get you to see that you can make a decision to move forward regardless of whether or not that contingency is there or not. So there's another way for you to do something, kind of. It's like you're attached to one way of thinking about something when there's so many different ways that you could go about doing something, or there's so many different ways that something could transpire, you know? It's like, oh, I have to have, in order to make a good cake, I have to have Duncan Hines cake mix. But if they don't have any Duncan Hines at the store, it's like you're standing there looking at the empty shelf thinking that your cake isn't going to be good because there's no Duncan Hines. There's none in the back. There's none in stock. But it's like Spirit is trying to point you to the other brand and say, well, you're creative. You're curious. You're inquisitive. You can come up with solutions to kind of shift the reality however you want it to, because you have the power to manifest, and it doesn't really matter if you use Duncan Hines cake or not. It's about the creativity that you put into the cake that's going to determine if it's good or not. Not the cake mix that you use, right? What's the Knight of Pentacles? The Knight of Wands. Okay. So this is taking action, but moving kind of slow. It's like maybe you feel physically like you're ready to go, and accomplish your goals right now, but they're moving slow. Yeah, Eight of Wands, King of Swords. There could be an air sign or a fire sign communicating with you, possibly an earth sign. I feel like if somebody's rushing you to do something, you're not doing it quickly. Or if you feel like you have to do something quickly, someone else is taking their sweet time. I don't know exactly which is which. It could be both in different aspects of your life, but It kind of feels like somebody's trying to get you to do something and you have a hesitation about whether or not you want to do it. You could also be putting up a boundary with someone when it comes to communication. They could be psychically like sending you mental energy and you could be putting up a boundary with that. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio. What's the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands? Let's see. Oh, Knight of Swords. I know you lying. So this feels like a younger person, maybe an immature person. Like this could be a situation where you feel like you can't pursue your dreams because you have children with a person. And that person's always going to be there. So therefore, you can never really do what you want to do because they're always looming and lurking in the background. Spirit is trying to tell you that that's not true. So what is music about? It's about rhythm, flow, cadence, pace, notes, sheets of music, but I'm getting more of like the rhythm or the beat. The notes, the tune. When you tune an instrument, marching to the beat of your own drum. The Hangman and the Two of Pentacles. Sacrifice with the Hangman. Changing your perspective, realization, self-sabotage even. Sacrifice for another person or sacrificing something that you need to sacrifice in order to benefit yourself. I feel like you're realizing that someone else's communication is dictating your actions. Or someone's actions are dictating your actions. It's like, I feel like you're realizing that you have to sacrifice this person, not literally, but you have to sacrifice your desire to come to common ground with them. You have to sacrifice your desire to reach a resolution. You have to sacrifice your desire to settle something with someone because it's like you're looking at it from a different perspective and realizing that the way this person communicates is always sneaky or it's always misleading or it's always manipulative. And it's like you're realizing that they're probably is never gonna be like positive communication with whoever this is. This has taken you a long time though to realize this. Or you're realizing that someone's involvement or someone's cooperation is not really necessary and that you've been thinking it's necessary and that's what's been slowing you down. Kind of like if you have an ex or baby mama, baby daddy, ex-husband, ex-wife, mom, dad, child, I don't know, whoever the fuck. It's like if you've had a person in your life that constantly like undermines you or constantly tries to prohibit you from accomplishing your goals. Or they constantly say things that are negative. Whatever it is that this person constantly does to manipulate, to connive, to deceive, to weave a web that creates like webs get you caught. So that gets you caught up, you know. It's like you're realizing that whatever this person is doing has no effect on the outcome that you can have if you choose to make the decisions that are best for you. You're realizing that you're free of an attachment to somebody or an obligation to somebody Or it's like you don't have to look out for this person's best interest anymore. You don't have to see yourself as being attached to them. You don't have to look at the situation from a perspective of needing their cooperation. What's the Hermit? Oh, wow. That's the Emperor. No, that's the King of Wands, and it's in reverse. They think they're the Emperor. King of Wands reverse, bitch. Yeah, 8 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's just this the age-old story of you wanting to pursue your dreams and your goals. Somebody being angry about it, pissed off, you know, trying to control you in a situation, forcing their authority, forcing their dominance on the situation, thinking they're in more control than what they are, you thinking that they have more power than what they do, and then basically it creating some type of delays. You've been walking away from this person for a long time. And they've been trying to assert their dominance over the situation to block you. 9 of Pentacles. It's like you realizing that you are not together with this person, or you are separate from this person, or you putting your foot down and telling this person, like, we are not together, bitch. I am single, bitch. We are not a team. We are not together. You are on your own. I am on my own. And you don't have any control over me. Okay. Empress. And the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like there's this separation between you and another person, or between you and a situation, that I feel like you're trying to create. You're trying to create more and more distance between you and another person. Your flow, your abundance, the way things move in your life has no connection to this person. You could be isolating yourself with the 5 of Pentacles and the Hermit card. But I also feel like you could be realizing with the Hermit card that your independence is not connected to this person. Somebody's been manipulating you and controlling you into thinking that they have some type of authority over your life, or that your success is contingent upon something that they do or don't do. And that's just not true. It's not true. From the Lion King, when Sarabi was like, it's just not true. She sounded like a Scottish person. It's not true. It's just not true. Okay. Y'all be sure to like the video, please. Please. As I forget again. Oh, yeah. It was the 7 of Pentacles. Oh, fuck. And the 8 of Cups. Yeah. Yeah, that's what somebody was doing. I don't know. It's like, what is Spirit trying to tell you? I feel like they're trying to tell you that you can move at your own pace. I feel like this kind of feels like somebody who was trying to tell you, slow down, or you subconsciously were getting this message from someone because of their actions. They were trying to slow you down. And like, now that you're free of the attachment, it's like you realize that you can speed up, but you also realize that whatever pace that you were at before was the pace that you needed to go. What's the advice? 7 of Swords. We saw the 7 of Pentacles. Don't get distracted. 2 of Wands again. And the Empress. Yeah, you're making a decision to stick with a strategy, and it's bringing abundance and flow into your life. It's removing the blockages that someone may have attempted to create or that they were successful in creating for you for so long. But I've been telling you guys that the only way that this person could like affect you or stop you is if you believe that they could, because they don't actually have the power to do so. King of Wands reversed. Scorpio energy again, Virgo energy, Leo energy, Capricorn for some of you guys. Okay. Queen of Swords, yeah. You could have strong Aquarius in your chart. But Spirit is trying to get you to see the strategy. They are telling you that you see the strategy. They're not trying to get you to see it. I mean, they've been trying to get you to see it, but they're basically confirming to you that this is the strategy. This is what somebody's been doing over and over again. This is the spell. That's what it is. 8 of Cups. 2 of Wands again. Yeah. So the colder you are, the more detached you are, the more you remove this person from your energy, the further you walk away, like the less you are emotionally invested in someone when making decisions for your own life, because you see that their strategy is to distract you from choosing what's best for you. And then choosing, that's what it is. It's like somebody wants you to choose them when you make decisions and sacrifice or martyr yourself. Trying to convince you that you're doing something wrong or that there could be backlash for you choosing yourself. Trying to convince you that it's not right or it's not fair or it's not kind because they're playing on your heart. Spirit is telling you walk away from that because you see the choice that you need to make. And it's to look out for your own best interest. Look at that. The Emperor. Like, who is this? Massa? Face ass bitch? 2 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords. It's an illusion of control. It's an illusion of them being included or them being there or them being in your mind. There's a difference. You need to discern the difference between your thoughts and your reality. Has this person created a dynamic where they implant false thoughts to distract you from your reality? Something is being settled as well. I feel like this is just Spirit's way of saying, like, as long as you're in control of your thoughts, they can't distract you. You're going to see clearly through whatever the plan or the plot is. You're getting some type of unexpected income, but it's not from your business and it's not from your job. It's not from like work that you've done, but it's like income that you've earned. So I feel like time spent, you know, energy invested. Like it's like the universe is giving you a gift for the time that you spent or the energy that you invested in a situation that did not pay off. In addition to the interest on top of that investment that someone helped you accrue by trying to delay your progress. What else does Pisces need to know? Vacation. Dang. So some of y'all may be getting a break or be able to take a vacation because of this unexpected income. Tempting. Missing the intimacy, friends with benefits, recovery from infidelity. Devil card. Renewed. Releasing a heavy burden, feeling sexy and alive, enduring despite hardship. Yeah. Somebody is tempting you or wanting to tempt you into forgiving them for their indiscretions. They're trying to tempt you into being friends with benefits, which is more than sexual. It's more like they want to have access to you or they want to be a part of your life and benefit from you being around, but not like pay you what you're worth. They want to procure your services for free. It's like those types of situations. I'm not saying it's okay to overgive, because that's what Spirit is saying. Like, they wanted you to realize that this is what was slowing you down, or making you feel like you couldn't do what it is that you wanted to do, was like overgiving. But I also feel like there's a certain level of innocence. Lay down, Cosmo. I'm sorry. With the child card that we saw and the daughter energy, like there's a certain level of innocence that you have in this situation, because maybe you were unaware, or it's like you weren't being given all the details, or like it's like it's kind of like if your mom or your dad or your parents manipulate you as a young child and take advantage of you, take advantage of your naivety as a young child, and groom you into thinking a certain way about yourself, or believing things that aren't true about yourself for their own benefit. It's kind of like that. Like, there's a power dynamic here where you didn't really know, and that's why you're getting this unexpected income with interest. And once you're able to take this break, you're going to feel renewed. I feel like somebody is asking you to stay. Like, this could even be work. Like, some of you guys could be taking PTO or taking vacation time, maybe going on a leave of absence or something. And you could have coworkers or your boss putting pressure on you not to go. Can you postpone it? Can you wait? Can you reschedule your vacation? Especially if you already got it approved. Okay? And your mind is already like thinking about you being on this vacation, and they want you to switch things around, and you're like, no, bitch, I already booked my flight. What the fuck are you asking me to switch that shit around? I already booked my flight. I already got my room. No, I'm not switching it around. And I feel like they're trying to make you feel guilty or obligated to like do that, or threaten your job and make you think you're going to lose your job. Fine. This is the thing. If this injustice continues to go on and you continue to accept it, the universe is only going to give you more of that shit. So what Spirit is trying to wake you up and get you to realize is the amount of times that somebody convinced you to take certain action that wasn't in your best interest, that created a situation where you were a martyr, or you were made to be a sacrifice, so that you don't continue to do that. And what the point of it is that they want you to see is that, yes, it might have been very agonizing to deal with these situations, but it taught you independence. And it taught you not to let anyone control your life, your decisions, or your choices. And then also to be able to identify that. Okay? So it kind of feels like somebody doesn't want you to take the break that you are deserving of, or to disconnect when that's what you're meant to do. Like, this could even be a job that you're quitting and you gave your 2 weeks notice, but now it's like they're trying to give you all these incentives and tempt you to stay. And it's like, oh, you didn't expect to get this income. You didn't expect for them to raise your pay. You didn't expect for them to offer this deal that appears to be good, when in reality, it's just a way for them to continue using you and sacrificing your energy for their own benefit. Like, if your baby mom or your baby dad, your ex-husband or your ex-wife doesn't support the kids, take care of the kids, and all of a sudden they pay child support, or all of a sudden they want to keep the kids so you can have a time to rest. They're not doing that for you. They're doing that for them, so that they can either convince you to continue sacrificing yourself, or so that they can create scenarios that make it look like they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, when in reality they've been trying to undermine you the whole time. That's what it is. And Spirit is trying to get you to see this person's strategy. And then understand that you don't have to be worried about whatever it is that they're doing, because it's futile. What else does Pisces need to know? Like, even if this is a situation where you're married, I mean, you could be divorced, you could be co-parenting, you could be married or whatever. It's like with this vacation and the tempting energy, it's like, oh, we're going to sweeten the pot for you to stay and, you know, kill yourself slowly, metaphorically. We're going to sweeten the pot for you to keep sacrificing yourself for us. It's kind of like weaponized incompetence. If you have a spouse who knows you're going on vacation, maybe you're taking a guy's trip or a girl's trip, and they're like, well, what am I going to do while you're gone? Bitch, you're going to figure it out. Shut the fuck up. Get out my face. My phone is on D&D. Bye. You get what I'm saying? Well, what am I going to do? I can't figure it out. Or a situation where, like, for example, I send my kids to their dad's house for the summer and they all come back with matted ass hair. You know what I mean? It's just like purposefully someone is being incompetent or choosing to act incompetent in order to manipulate you into feeling guilty about them and doing everything for them. No, they need to figure out how to grow some balls or grow some hair on their pussy and do it themselves. Like, that's just what it is. You can't do everything for this person. Baby ass bitch. Self-love. Yeah, love yourself. You need a break from this shit forever. Let me stop. But inner growth, testing your strength, overcoming adversity, making spiritual progress. That's what you've been doing. You're loving yourself. And that's why you're losing patience with this baby ass bitch. Because you know you're worth more than what they're paying you, or you know you're worth more than what this person is doing. You know you're taking on the majority of the burden. And even in situations like, I tell you guys all the time, right? Like, my ex-husband wants to make it seem like he's such a great guy. He wants to make it seem like he welcomed my youngest son, who's not actually biologically his, into the fold. And he helps take care of him and all of these different things. But you don't ever pay fucking child support. The only reason why you want them to come over there is so you can give the child support office receipts to make it seem like you're doing things outside of child support so that you don't have to pay. So the best thing for me to do is to cut your bitch ass clean. Clean off. Don't call me, don't text me, don't talk about nothing that got to do with the kids, because you aren't doing shit. Pay the child support and shut your bitch ass up. Point blank, period. I don't give a fuck. Be mad. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, like, the only reason why you want them to come over there and spend time with them is not to emotionally connect with your children, but it's to have an excuse to go hand the child support office a receipt that claims you're getting them things that they need when that's not actually what the fuck they need, and it be random shit. Like, come on now. You get what I'm saying? Somebody who's gassing you up, trying to make you feel like you're so irreplaceable, and it's like, yeah, they're correct, but they're manipulating it in a way that makes you feel flattered and makes you feel good about yourself, acting like they care about you. That's not the reason they're doing it. They're doing whatever this is for their own self-interest. One more card. Manipulator. Did I lie, bitch? I think not. I think I just called somebody out on their bullshit, and you could very well be doing the same thing. Party, relieved to be single. Because when you're single and when you're independent and when somebody is on the outside looking in, they cannot manipulate you. They cannot control you. They are going to start acting crazy, or they're going to start, like, I don't know, losing their shit. Somebody might even get fat, gain weight. I don't know. But anyway, party, relieved to be single, live it up while you can, go meet new people. Yeah, and somebody's trying to manipulate you, I feel like, out of doing that. Yeah, and distance. I almost said destiny. I don't know, like destiny, but with distance in front. It says emotionally unavailable, standing back from things, getting a new perspective. Yeah. Somebody wants to keep you on a leash and they can't. Like, you broke the leash. It's broken. Somebody, whoever this is, they're gonna try to be sneaky. Can I get one more card for the Seven of Swords, Queen of Swords, Emperor? Yeah, reminiscing, getting you to think about the past, trying to connect with you through the kids, trying to make you feel bad about them not being able to see the kids, trying to say that they have a gift for the kids. Your father may have done this when you were a child and you experienced this as a child and don't even realize this is the same shit. I just had a conversation with my dad the other day too, and I was like, it just... It's like, it's so crazy how people just they refute. Pisces, you got to understand. Sometimes you are too nice. And people just don't give a fuck. When people see, what is that saying? What is that saying? I can't remember what it is. But basically, when people see an opportunity, they're going to take it. When people see a trick, they're going to use it. When people see a dummy, they're going to literally utilize your ignorance, your naivety, or your good nature against you. And I think when that reading that we did about letting your wild side come out and kind of like being brave, that's about you choosing to, crack the whip on these hoes. Because somebody didn't get enough whoopings. It's like somebody who wants to manipulate your vacation time. They assert their dominance. Like, this is your boss, right? They assert their dominance while you're on vacation and text you or email you when they know you're on vacation. It's like, bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? And even though they know you're not going to respond, the fact that you see the message creates a response emotionally and mentally and spiritually and physically that prevents you from enjoying your goddamn vacation. Or when you have an ex or somebody who takes the kids and says, oh, this is going on over here. Can the kids come? And then you can get a break too. But then they text you all the whole time while the kids are with you and like bother you about things that they act like they can't figure out themselves because they know it's manipulating your time. Let me calm down. The Moon and the Page of Pentacles. I feel like you just don't see the energetic potential that you deliver to people or you give to people. It's like, bitch, you know how to comb their fucking hair. You know how to wipe their ass and change a diaper. You know how to, do whatever it is the fuck that you need to do. You know what size clothes they wear. Like, get the fuck out of my face. You know how to find the email thread of when we had discussions regarding whatever this work issue is to where you don't have to fucking ask me. You just don't want to do the work. You want me to sacrifice everything that I do to do the work. And Spirit is telling you to stop. And if that's what you're going to have to do it wholeheartedly. But literally, that's showing you that there is no need for whoever this the fuck is to be around. And if they're the one who is in a dominant position or in an authority position over you, and they're literally utilizing and draining you and not doing the work and trying to manipulatively put things on you that they should be taking care of themselves, it's time for you to consider a redirection or walking away from whatever this is. Or literally taking a break and just setting a strong boundary. I don't know how to tell you what to do, but it's like somebody is going to pull on your heartstrings emotionally because they know that there's potential there to confuse you. They know you're going to be the bigger person. They know you're going to try to be fair and balanced. They know that you're going to look out for your kid's best interest, or they know that you're going to do your best at your job. Like, whatever this is, like, fuck this person. What's the vacation, self-love, and manipulator? I'm not sorry. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah. You've been working a long time on something and somebody wants to make you think that that's not true, or I don't know. Page of Swords. I don't fucking care. Page of Cups. Okay. You have an idea that you're working on, or some dream that you want to achieve. Something that you feel like is impossible, or that this person may be trying to make you think is impossible, but you're actually like putting work towards it. Justice card. It has the potential to be possible. 5 of Swords. Sabotaging and undermining your work. Wheel of Fortune. Hangman. To prevent forward progress and forward movement. Because it creates change in your life that this person doesn't want you to have. And they do petty things to try to win at all costs and end up losing and falling on their ass in order to, or in an effort to get you to sacrifice and sabotage yourself. Or make you think that whatever you want is not possible. It's a mind game. It's a trick. And I need for you to stop believing that shit. 2 of Wands, Page of Pentacles. So if there's any crack that this person has to manipulate your decisions, they're going to use it. 10 of Cups, Chariot. Your dreams, your goals, your ambitions, your desires, the life that you see for yourself that's peaceful and serene has the potential to develop now from whatever decisions that you're making to move on or move forward. You're making good decisions. And either the thought of this person trying to sabotage you, the actions that they're taking to try to sabotage you in real life, the words that they're using to manipulate your mind into thinking that they're sabotaging you, or into thinking you can't do something alone, all of this shit is an illusion. And Spirit wants you to see that it's not helping. Somebody makes decisions extra complicated because they don't want to see you move on and distance yourself from them. What is the meditation? 10 of Cups. Okay. That confirms what you're meditating on or what you're thinking about. It's the future. It's the future that you want to walk into, that somebody is observing you walk into. You're also thinking about how logically you can create a dream in your reality, like how you can make your dream a reality. But someone's mouth is interfering into your meditation, or how someone communicates you affects it affects whether or not you believe this dream can come true. And Spirit is telling you to detach emotionally. What is the music card? 5 of Wands. Yeah, it's something about the pace, the rhythm, being in sync, being in tune, being out of tune. I feel like a tuning fork could help you. Maybe a tuning fork or one of the sounding bowl things. Just hit it randomly. Hit it, bitch. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. Hit it. You get what I'm saying? Get the rhythm back in order. Get yourself back aligned with the tuning fork or the bowl. It's like a bunch of jumbled up music together. Like, who is that? Who is that jazz person? I can't remember who this is. If you know who it is, put it in the comments. It's somebody who created like jazz music or instrumental music that was just not on beat. And I can't remember who it was, but it's somebody from back in the day. And it's like their music was just jumbled up and it just didn't make no fucking sense. There was no real pace or rhythm to it. It was just random ass shit. And it was like jazz or some shit. And I can't remember who the artist is, but in my travels, I came across this person's music and I listened to it, you know, and I guess some people understand it, but I don't know. Six of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. Your opportunity is on the other side of the Six of Swords, but somebody's trying to tempt you to thinking it's behind you when really it's in front of you. Because they're trying to create so much conflict in your life that you don't feel like the opportunity is worth it, or you don't feel like it's worth the trouble. I feel like Spirit is trying to teach you how to stay in tune with your opportunities, or stay on the same wavelength or rhythm as what it is that you're trying to manifest. What's the intimacy? King of Swords. Yes. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo, Scorpio, Capricorn. Whoever this bitch is. I really also think that in order to bring order into the situation with the King of Swords, because the King of Swords could be you trying to bring order to the chaos. And it's about intimacy. It's about who's close to you. It's about who you sleep with. It's about who you lay with at night. It's about who is close to you, who's around you. Ten of Swords. You're coming out of the Ten of Swords and the Fool card. The Ten of Swords is over. The sun is coming up. And you can see how somebody has tried to manipulate or twist the truth in order to make you betray yourself. What's this unexpected income and gift? The Moon. Yeah, so something that a person has hidden from you in the past, that's their strategy. They're going to use whatever's hidden, or they're going to use fears that you have from the past, or whatever the fuck, to stir up, I don't know, to stir up something. Three of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Oh, well, if you know, we're going to let you in on these secrets, or trade secrets, and, you know, conspiracies and secrets. We're going to tell you the truth about what's hidden. We're going to let you know what you don't see. We're going to give you this and give you that. And it's like, I don't know. It doesn't take a lot of skill. Like, there's something here. There's something here that takes a lot of skill. And there are certain people who are in alignment and who are out of alignment. And I feel like you're one of the people who are in alignment, but whatever you're doing could be getting lost in the jumbled up mess of the people who are out of alignment. You could also be in a situation where the people who are out of alignment could be drowning out your thoughts. Like, if you work at a job where you can sit at a desk and do your work and like have your headphones in, but then you hear people cackling and talking in the cubicle next to you, and it kind of like, you can't really hear them, but you can see them out the corner of your eye moving around and shucking and jiving. And you can kind of hear them cackling. So it's a little bit distracting. And it's like, I don't know. I just feel like there are people who are competing with you for a spot or a position, or somebody is trying to convince you that you don't deserve to be somewhere or do something. And therefore they're causing chaos to either prove that point or to create blockages or delays for what's already meant to happen in your life. I feel like some of you guys are being recognized, or you're being rewarded, or being given something, but you don't see it. Yeah, Tower. All of a sudden, there's a tower going on underneath the surface. This could be an underwater volcano erupting. There could also be some type of tsunami or earthquake because of a tsunami because of an earthquake underwater. There's something going on underneath the surface. There's a current stirring up underneath the surface of like the water, or people's emotions are bubbling up, and it's going to start to come to the surface. And it's going to be things that are like surrounding fears and anxiety and like people's dark side coming out. And I don't know if you have a gift about this. You could read cards. You could be very psychic. But yeah, 4 of Wands and the 7 of Wands. Interesting. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's the Ace of Wands. Yeah, you have a gift. You have an ability, or you're inspired to accomplish a goal. And I feel like somebody could be shocked that you're cutting them off in order to reach that goal. Or they can't see you anymore. They can't feel you anymore. It's crazy. There's a relationship here that you have with someone that's blowing up, or somebody's blowing up because you blocked them, or they're very angry, or they're just shocked that you aren't like focusing on this anymore. Yeah, that was a lot. Oh. Y'all be sure to like the video. Anything else Pisces needs to know? You can do it. Anything else Pisces needs to know when it comes to this situation? Stick to your strategy. It's like, you know, somebody's not telling you the whole truth, or you know that you don't see the whole truth, or you know that somebody's trying to get you to focus on what's over here to keep you from looking at what's over there. Like, and you're looking over there anyway. You're like, dumb bitch, I can see what's over there. Like, that's why I can't stand my dad sometimes, and he be getting so mad. Like, nigga, I'm not one of your bitches that you think you still pimping on at your ripe age of whatever the fuck age you are. Like, my dad called me with that shit. It's like, the only reason why you never call me, you never talk to me. The only reason why you call me and talk to me now is because something about your pride and ego was threatened. And you're trying to get me into this place of like childhood when I was a little girl and make me feel like, oh, you can't manipulate me like I'm that little girl anymore. I see you for who you are. So either show up as the fuck you are or get the fuck off my line. And I don't say it like that to him, because then he would get mad, because then his mask will fall off and he wouldn't be able to act like he's, you know, understanding. My dad gets upset because I am him in female form, and I have the ability to still have a life, and he feels like his is coming to an end. And I'm being straight up. I don't give a damn if any of my family members are watching this. I don't give a damn if anybody hears this and it gets back to him. I'll say it to his motherfucking face, just like I already have several fucking times. He's not my ally. He wants me to think he's my ally, but he's never been in my life. And he always takes me back to these times in my childhood where he tried to do this and he tried to do that, and he wished it would have been differently, and if only the past would have changed. And I'm just like, I'm not a little girl, daughter. I'm not a little girl anymore. And I'm not trying to make it about me, but I'm giving you guys a real life example, because this is going to help you understand what the fuck someone is doing to manipulate you. Because all you want is peace. The only thing you're focusing on is this 10 of Cups. And he tried to position this phone call because I was talking to his sister, which is my fucking aunt, which he has no control over, and he doesn't have any control over me. And he was mad about something that his sister said about me that I shared. That I was feeling a little bit, I was feeling a little bit like self-deletion. And I'm sharing it with you guys because that's the truth. I was feeling a little suicidal and a little homicidal. You get what I'm saying? I was at the end of my rope with some shit. And that's the real deal. That's why I ask you guys humbly, please don't shit on me over here. Because you don't know what the fuck I'm going through. And I don't know what y'all are going through either. But I'm coming to y'all and trying to give you at least anything that I can, because this is not only what I enjoy doing, but it's mutually beneficial for both of us, whoever's watching. And it came to the reality that one of my extended family members, who's around my age or somewhere close, I don't know how old the girl was. I never met her, but she's related to me. She took herself out. And there was other things that were being discussed. And, you know, my aunt just calls and talks to me periodically. And like, because my dad is not in my life and never really asks me about what's really going on with me, and therefore doesn't really care what's going on with me and only listens to himself, he doesn't know that me and my aunt have a connection, and we talk, and I go to her house and I've slept over, and we have conversations that are deep, and we talk for hours sometimes. Mostly when I'm there with her, but we have communication. I don't talk to her all the time, but when we do talk, we relate to things. We have a connection. She's cool. She's a cool ass bitch. Obviously, she's related to me because we both cool as hell and we understand each other on that level. But my dad called me slick, trying to check me because he wanted to check her about her connection to me and how much she talks to me. Like, nigga, you are not nobody, bro. I love you because you're my dad. And at the end of the day, I'm a parent who understands you're never going to be perfect in your children's life. So I forgive you for however things went down. But you're not going to call my phone all the time and gaslight me into thinking that whatever the fuck, it's like he keeps trying to come to me in this perpetual state of, I wish things were different and I wish things went down differently. But nigga, you never take accountability. So shut the fuck up. And I'm not trying to dump on y'all because I can see how sometimes it feels like that. But like, if there's a person in your life who constantly wants to revert you back to when you were a kid, so some of y'all, this could be your parent, and I was getting that earlier. Or if this is a person who in your life who always wants to son you. All these bitches is my sons. I'm going to go and get some bibs for them. Couple formulas. But what would they do if they had a dick? They would pull it out and piss on you. So come on. If there's somebody in your life who is perpetuating this memory or perpetuating this illusion that things are a certain way, or they want to do things a certain way, but all they do is consistently lie, it's your responsibility now to wake up and smell the Folgers. That's what's going on. And honestly, for a lot of you guys, because I'm in this energy and I'm talking to y'all this way, it kind of feels like you let somebody know exactly where they got you fucked up, which is great. But from now on, whatever this is, don't let it distract you. Because my dad could not ever call me and convince me that he's actually here for me or he's ever been here for me. He's always been here for him. And that's what I told him. And I said, that's fine. Don't act like you're going to show up. Don't act like you're going to show up in a way that you know you're not going to show up. Because that's why you get what you get from me. Because you perpetrate like you're going to show up differently than what you know you're actually going to show up and what I know you're going to show up. I don't expect for my ex-husband to show up any other way than a lazy, fat, sloth, lying ass nigga. So it doesn't offend me when he doesn't do what he's supposed to do. Just leave me the fuck alone. And the reason why a lot of you are getting some type of unexpected gift or there's a power shift is because all you wanted to be done was to be left the fuck alone. And people will not leave you well enough alone. So some of you guys blowing up and letting the explosion happen when it comes to your emotions, the crash out, may actually be something that could possibly benefit you. But I don't know. I'm not advising. I don't condone violence, and I'm not advising you to just act out crazy. But what I'm telling you is, if you have to deal with a person or you have to deal with a situation, you're creative. You're smart. You can come up with a way to say what you need to say and let whatever needs to be known be known. Something is happening in Scorpio season that you don't see, either October or November. Anything else Pisces needs to know? I'm coming soon. Divine counterparts. Make it make sense. There's some type of clarity coming soon when it comes to like your path and the people who've been on your path. Even if they're negative, they're still divine counterparts because they were here for a reason, to teach you a lesson. Maybe that's why we saw the twin flame card. The things and the people and the places and the experiences that are meant to be a part of your life are coming towards you very soon. And in a minute, it's going to make sense. Something or someone is coming towards you to make something make sense. Just make sure it's not a trick. Depending on your intuition and your discernment, and if you're not being fucking delusional, you'll be able to tell the difference between something positive and something negative. What else? With the shits. Somebody is with all the shits. I heard. Yeah. Kick rocks. Kick rocks. Sound like I was opera singing, bitch. 38. Kick rocks. 37 with the shits. 65. 11. Get out of here. 38. 3 plus 8 is 11. 6 plus 5 is 11. 37 is a 10. Kick rocks barefoot with no shoes on, fresh out the bathtub. Bitch. With the shits. You tried it. It's kind of like, yeah. Like somebody is with the shits because they're getting tried. Like somebody is trying you, trying to rile you up. It feels like you told someone to kick rocks and you mean it this time. And they're going to try you. And it's all going to make sense. Something is going to make sense. Either because somebody won't let you go and do what you need to do, or because you finally stood up and like walked away from somebody who maybe was doing that. I don't know. Like whatever this is, you mean what you say and you say what you mean right now. I'm telling you, there is something that you are not giving up on or letting go. Like no matter how much somebody wants you to give up or let go or lay down or shut up or roll over and die, you refuse to die. You're invincible. Indestructible? And it's like no matter how much chaos they try to cause, it just happens underwater. So it's like muffled. Like somebody could be doing work on you or whatever they're doing. And when I say work, it means like emailing you and texting you on vacation when they know you're not supposed to be disturbed. Or all of the shit I described that have real life applications. All you do is get the bubble guts and shit. Like that's all that's the only thing that happens, which ends up turning it into a gift for you. Cause you're not constipated. Like I don't know what this means, but that's kind of what it feels like. All it turns into is burps, farts, boo-boo, keeps you regular. It's like this person is feeding you beets and prunes and livers. And all it's doing is keeping you regular and making you even more healthy and keeping your digestive tract clear and like brightening up your skin and making you glow and like all this other shit. It's only, the towers are only causing butterflies, transformation. You might be wondering why you've been boo-booing a lot lately. And it's because somebody won't let it go because they're constipated. They won't let it go. Oh my God. Have y'all been boo-booing a lot lately? I know it's TMI. You don't have to put it in the comments. Just email me. Because, you know, I don't hold nothing back. Y'all know I be burping on here all day, every day. So, with the shits, too. Oh, my God. I didn't even think. You think I'm talking about that because the cards, but I really don't. It really just be intuitive, and I just be, like, realizing it later that the card said shits. That's crazy. Oh my God. One more card. Hilarious. Held back, held up. More constipation. The more they try to hold you back and hold you up, the more constipated they are. Probably the fatter they get. This person is probably fat and unhealthy, and all the negativity that they try to project on you through these memories and through your children and whatever else fucking attachment that they try to keep you, the illusion that they try to keep you in, the more fat, ugly, and constipated this person gets. Throat chakra, sacral chakra, root chakra. Make it make sense. I'm super jealous. And you're not dumb. You're not stupid. You're not ignorant. You know what the fuck is going on. You just try to see people in the best light as you possibly can. But now, Pisces, is the time to say fuck all of these people. And it's like, because the math is not mathing, because something is confusing, especially if you feel like you've been delayed in your life. That's about to come to an end. Okay? And you're going to see the lengths that people are willing to go to because they're jealous of you, because they don't like what it is that you do, or the fact that you're able to do more than what they think they can do, even if that's real or fake. I feel like there's something that does not make sense, or there's something that is very confusing that is about to make sense. And it simply centers around someone's lack of control over your actions, their jealousy and envy for the opportunities that God has afforded to you, and the fact that you have cut them off and shut them off from having access to you and to your life. And now you're serious about it. And they're trying to come in and get you in your feelings to make you reconsider, or to make you think, am I doing the right decision cutting them off? Yes. Shut them up in your brain and in real life. Jesus. And then after the conversation with my dad, he was like, I think about the boys all the time. Okay. You're not even my children's father. And this is the shit that you did to me as a child, and you think I don't remember the messages that you left on me and my mom's machine, talking about how you love me so much and you wish you could see me and all this other stuff. And even back then, it didn't make sense. Because I'm like, if you want to see me, why can't you just see me? Which, as an adult, you start to realize, well, because your mom had your best interest at heart, and she knew the type of person who she was dealing with, and how it would negatively affect your development as a young girl growing up in a time where there's a lot of fuck shit going on. And that's true for any time. I just never understood why my dad would always leave voicemails and say how much he loves me and cares about me and wants to see me. I really was mad at my mom, and I didn't understand why she didn't let me see him, because I was believing the illusion of who he was, right? But then because she was realizing, because I would act out, I would scream, I would yell, I would call my mom a bitch. Like, I would be mad and just say whatever I wanted to say. I was a very upset child. And it was just because I felt like there was just so much that people weren't telling me, and I was so intuitive. Like, I was just tired of people lying in my face. I just wanted to see the truth, know the truth, hear the truth. It was just really irritating, because like, people would tell me things and I could feel in my spirit that it wasn't right, and I would fight against it. I digress though. Unfortunately, we were never really able to resolve those things, but I tried to help her when she was sick. And I think she understands. I know she understands that that's just what happened, right? Boom. When I heard the voicemail, which caused my dad to have a restraining order against me, which he thinks, I guess he forgets, that I don't know about. He wasn't supposed to have any type of contact with me. And it's like, oh, things were done. I know that's what you're talking about. I know you're talking about the time where you showed up at the house with Christmas gifts and tried to manipulate your way into the house to do God knows what. And my mom wouldn't let you in. I know I heard the message that popped the bubble of illusion about who it is that you are when you were cussing out my mom and calling her out her name and telling her that regardless of what she does, you're going to see your daughter, whether she likes it or not, insinuating that you were going to kidnap me. To the point where she was always paranoid and putting that paranoia on me, not on purpose to hurt me, but in an effort to protect me because she could not be around all the time. And you think I don't remember imprinting and living that shit. And then you try to call my phone and do the same things to me that you did to her with my own children because those are your grandsons. And you want me to know how much you love them. Well, if you loved me or you loved them, you would have had enough foresight and wherewithal to get your fucking shit together, get off drugs, not be locked up in prison, and do what was right by your child. Shut the fuck up. That's it. Point blank, period. And we see that you haven't done that. You've proven that you weren't going to do that. You still have proven that you don't want to take accountability for not doing that. So I don't care. And I'm just saying that, Pisces. I'm not upset. I'm just saying that because this is the passion. This is the energy. This is the kinetic potential that I feel like you guys are electrically exuding, like one of those little balls that have the electricity on it. And I want you to harness it. Harness it into what you're doing. Harness it into your projects. Harness it into what you're creating. And shut these people up once and for fucking all. Awaken. You have permission. And I'm not the one giving it to you. You're giving it to yourself, and your higher self and your spirit team is telling me to say it. What's this? I'm coming soon with the shits and held back, held up. 4 of Cups. Ace of Wands. See what I'm saying? And the Death card. You're being motivated by like disappointments. You're being motivated by everything that you just hate. And all the shit that didn't go your way and all the ways that you let people pull you down and all the distractions that people try to put in front of your face. You're closing your eyes and you're focusing on the future that you want to bring forward. And this is your rebirth and it's powerful. There could be a storm. There'll be a storm one night and you'll find my place of hiding. There'll be thunder. There'll be lightning. What's the 4 of Cups with the I'm coming soon with the shits and held back, held up? Yeah, because now you ain't playing no motherfucking games. I'm telling you, you are with the shits because you are pissed off at how much you allow people to hold you back just because you were trying to be kind. You have a lot of regrets. You have a lot of disappointments when it comes to things that you allow people to manipulate and convince you and talk you out of. Justice. You are valid in your feelings. You are valid in your emotions. You're valid in your fucking anger. I'm so sick of people saying like, deal with your anger. Yes, you need to deal with your anger. You can't lash out on other people. But at the end of the day, your anger is valid and you deserve to feel how you feel. And you should not sugarcoat that for any fucking body. And if people are scared of the way that your pure anger and vitriolic hatred towards people who are abusers and users comes out, if they're mad about that, if they have a problem with that, they either haven't allowed themselves to accept it within who they are, or they're a part of the fucking problem. So let it be what it is. I feel like you're receiving justice when it comes to your emotions and your feelings and the ways that you just couldn't do it. You just couldn't keep it together. You just didn't know. You were just fucked over. And it's like, yes, you don't want to be a victim, but you can acknowledge that that happened, but you don't let it control you. You still get up every day, go take a shit, wipe your ass, wash your hands, brush your teeth, drink your coffee, and get in the fucking car or do whatever you got to do and keep it moving. Yep. They want you to focus on the goal. They want you to focus on what you're trying to create. And they want you to let that be what drives you forward. Let that vision drive you forward. And block out the outside noise. And this is probably already what you're doing. And I'm just confirming it for you and firing your ass up. It's like I'm the coach, the gym coach. I'm the Peloton lady who's on your screen telling you to fire up. Come on, keep it going. One more rep. Okay? So please just like the video and subscribe. Leave a donation, bitch. I'm struggling. And I'm trying to work my way out of it too. This is just what I do. You do something else. But just like you want somebody to appreciate your work, I deserve to be appreciated for mine. So thank you guys for all of you who do that. And fuck all of y'all who get mad when I say it. Fuck you. Go somewhere else. Go bother somebody else. With your raggedy energy. We don't want you over here. What's the advice for Pisces? Slow down. Gratitude, grounding, yeah. And that's what I was feeling earlier. It's like, yeah, you may feel like you want something to move faster, but do you? You know, because at the end of the day, you may have missed these granular gems of wisdom that you otherwise would not have achieved if you immediately got what you wanted. You wouldn't be as wise. You would have, I'm not going to say what you would have done, but there could have been more of a potential, more of a probability that you fumbled the bag if you didn't take the steps that you take or walk the path that you walked. And that's okay. You know? That's how you stay grounded. That's why something important is coming. That's why something big is coming. And you're never going to question it. You're never going to question it. No one can ever manipulate you out of being on your square. And you'll never be arrogant about what you receive because you literally got that shit out the mud. You dug down deep within yourself to pull that shit, to pull yourself up. And you got it out the mud. So when you become that millionaire, when we become those millionaires, when we become those figures who are influential for the right reasons, when we create change in the world, Pisces, we will never fumble the fucking bag. Plan. Listen, enjoy. I'm not even going to read the cards. That's it. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe. Book your readings. Okay, get in the comments. Let me know if it resonated. Donate if you can. I really appreciate it, you guys. And if you can't, it's okay. Just leave some type of contribution through a like, a subscribe, a share, or a comment. I love you guys. I hope it helped. Remember, Pisces, this is our Circle Boost. Bye.